everyone, and thanks for joining us on another episode of Revv Evolution. And boy, am I excited. We've got the Renault Megane RS. And some really quick facts about the Renault Megane RS. First of all, it's very powerful design, leverages the expertise from the very same team that brought you the Renault Formula One Sport. And also, this 1.8 turbocharged engine uses the same engineers using their expertise as well. And this car by no means does any attempt to hide its very powerful racing pedigree.
It's time to check out the exterior of the Renault Megane RS. A wide air intake in the front bumper incorporates the Formula One style front blade, a hallmark of Renault sport styling that reflects the brand's involvement in Formula One. And with the blade's gunmetal grey satin finish color, it's also been designed to contrast with the brilliant shine of the car's bodywork. And lighting you up on the roads, we have the sculptured Pure Vision full LED C-shaped daytime running lights, which feature distinct built-in directional indicators, and also the RS Vision LED multi-reflector lighting system and race-inspired fog lamps as well. And to add to all that sporty styling, we have the 3D honeycomb pattern RS front grille mesh reinterpreted by Renault Sport. Moving on to the side of the Renault Megane, we see its sculpted sensual body sides, accentuated by a wider front and rear tracks. The Megane has been designed to look sporty at every angle. And moving on to the rear, the vertical vents of the rear built-in diffuser contribute to aerodynamic efficiency by increasing downward force and providing the improved lateral airflow. And also, the rear sport bumper, which is designed for a sportier outlook, and with a spoiler which also improves aerodynamic performance, and wing-mounted air extractors which also optimizes airflow through the wheel arches. And the black blade of the side skirts evoke the undertray of yet again Formula One. And let's not forget the hallmark rear 3D LED edge lights. And to add to all that, the roar of the iconic central exhaust, which has come to optimize the all-new Renault Megane RS, enhanced by a decorative trim. And for some really good stability on the roads, we have the new 19-inch Interlagos Diamond Effect alloy rims with Brembo front calipers that are instantly recognizable to enthusiasts, and of course, giving you a great grip on the road.
Well, as you know, the Renault Megane RS is all about driving performance, and what better way for me to show you and tell you more about the car with you joining me behind the wheel.
Okay folks, we are now behind the wheel of the Renault Megane RS. First up, it's going to be a slightly longer in-car review or presentation this time, because honestly, there's just so much to cover in this car. So I'm just going to try to cut into a point form and get you as much information about this car as possible. Okay, first of all, we're looking at the car itself. This car is not all about looking fierce. Honestly, this car goes way beyond its looks. It's all about the technology and all the expertise that they've actually put into the car, which has really made this a hot hatch. Kind of sets it apart from the rest of the other cars available, especially in the Singapore market. You're looking for something that is going to give you a lot of fun. Okay, some technical information about the car itself. This is a 1.8 turbocharged engine. In terms of horsepower available, this hot hatch basically has 280 horses at 6,000 RPMs and looking at maximum torque of 390 Newton meters of torque. And also, for the very first time, this model is now equipped with an all-new 6-speed EDC, or efficient dual clutch automatic transmission. All right, and gives you that whole ability to be from road to track in really an easy of a click of switch. Okay, now we're going to jump into the technologies, or the things that is all about the Renault Megane RS. First of all, Renault's multi-sense system. Alright, so multi-sense, it's basically in other cars it's called different drive modes. Alright, so in the Megane they call it multi-sense. So with multi-sense, to simplify it, it's basically different drive modes that you have in this car. From we have the neutral to your persona, which means personal. Alright, then we have comfort, sport, and race. So with the different modes that you put in the car in, it gives you the feel, the ride has been adjusted accordingly. Okay, and the last thing that I'm going to talk about in terms of technical information about the Renault Megane RS is the RS monitor. Okay, so the RS monitor is basically is put together in this 8.7-inch tablet. Alright, which once again is really, I practically love the RS monitor and what it does for you. So with the whole RS monitor, it allows you to analyze your driving performance using the RS monitor's onboard performance telemetry system. Okay, so it's a bit confusing. Well, I guess once you get behind, once you kind of play around with it, kind of realize what this actually does. So it actually gives you real-time data about your acceleration, your braking, your steering, your wheel angles. Very technical information. And once again, I said this is more for a person who feels that you're really serious about taking the full advantage of the Megane RS's performance, and you want to kind of improve your drive times. So this is something that you can actually use while you're on track. It also has a lap timer, so you can actually do laps, and you can actually set. You can record your laps and find out how fast you went. So really, it's just a whole bunch of information that the whole RS monitor gives you inside here. So all right, so in a nutshell, that is really all about the Renault Megane RS. This is as much information as I think you'll be needing, but of course, as I always tell everybody, the best way to actually experience the car like the Megane RS is to actually get behind the wheel. Alright, so once again, thank you so much for joining us right here on Revv Evolution's Revv Drives, and I'll be seeing you guys shortly.
Hi folks, it's now time to wrap up our drive summary with Renault Megane RS. I think the formula that Renault came out when they created this Megane RS was to create a track-ready car which you could use every day. And I think folks, they've nailed it to a T. The whole idea that you can actually use this car as your everyday commute, whether you're going to the coffee shop, out grocery shopping, or maybe you're feeling a bit sporty and want to head on down to the track, it really does give you the best of both worlds. And the fact that with Renault's multi-sense, giving you the option to choose the different kind of drive modes, whether it's comfort, whether it's race, or even your own personal settings, I think that really gives you as the driver the control of how you want to drive your car. So if you're all prepared to buy a car which is going to give you something which is fun, exciting, at the same time giving you that comfort of knowing that you can use it every day, the Renault Megane RS is definitely going to be a car you should consider. Alrighty folks, time to talk pricing and how much is it going to cost for you to get behind the wheel of this very powerful hot hatch. Well, here in Singapore, it's going to cost you $163,000, $999, inclusive of COE, with an annual road tax of $976. Well folks, it's time to wrap up this episode of Revv Evolution. I certainly hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I did bringing it to you. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel right over there, and of course do follow us on all our social media platforms, things like our Facebook, Instagram, and also Twitter. Till we catch you again, this is Renee signing off. But before I do, remember, do not use your handphones when you drive, do not drink when you drive, and always look out for your fellow cyclists and pedestrians.